Messenger RNA has only recently become therapeutic. It's been studied intensively for decades, but only recently have we overcome barriers to generating a drug with messenger RNA. Here at Houston Methodist Hospital, we're very excited about the RNA Therapeutics program. RNA Therapeutics is going to be the medicine of the future. The reason for that is it's a biological software. You can quickly write out the code for whatever protein that you need. So, for example, the spike protein against coronavirus, Merck scientists were able to generate that vaccine within 42 days of knowing the sequence of the coronavirus. Here at Houston Methodist Hospital, we're making RNA vaccines for cancer, we're making RNA vaccines for infectious diseases. The problems that had to be overcome were that messenger RNA is very fragile. It gets broken down very rapidly. In addition, if you're trying to get messenger RNA into a cell, that's foreign, that's perceived as foreign RNA. And the cell reacts against that with an immune response. And then trying to give the RNA to a person, you want enough of it lasting long enough so that you can get the protein that you want to generate with that messenger RNA. Therefore, the RNA has to be encapsulated. So these were all problems that had to be solved. And now those problems have largely been solved, at least for the first generation RNA therapeutics. I can understand why people may be concerned about RNA as a vaccine because it's the first time that this has been used. And it's reasonable to be concerned about it. However, RNA vaccines have been tested for quite a few years now in clinical trials for cancer and for infectious diseases. This one just happens to be the first RNA vaccine that's getting into the clinic. And the trials with the coronavirus vaccine have recruited tens of thousands of people. So what we know from the Moderna and Pfizer trials is that the vaccine appears to be quite safe. And it's protective, very protective. So it's about 90 to 95% efficacious, meaning it has a very, very high level of efficacy.